Mr. Lamada. He will be starting soon. Oh, story time with Mr. Lamada, where all your dreams come true. Oh, it brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't leave lonely, won't you start all the reading? I just can't wait to be hearing story time with Mr. Lamada. He will be starting soon. Oh, story time with Mr. Lamada, where all your dreams come true. Oh, he brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't leave lonely, won't you start all the reading? I just can't wait to be hearing.
Good morning, and welcome to Story Time. Thank you so much for joining me today. Happy Tuesday, wherever you are. Thank you for being here and indeed for joining in Story Time. I am glad that we're here together. Another amazing book coming our way, and yes, this is February, month of love, and of course, Black History Month, so we continue to celebrate and continue to honor. Thank you so much for being here with us indeed, and I hope that you are having a wonderful Tuesday. We do have a book coming back to Story Time after a long while, and this one is from John Light Jr., and it is illustrated by MIKAI, and this one is called My Mother's Wildest Dreams. A big thank you indeed to John Light Jr. for allowing us to share this wonderful book here on Story Time, and I am excited, if you've not read it before, for you to be introduced to this one. But of course, if you've read it before, we're coming back to it, we're going back to it. It is a good one, worthy of reading many, many times. Thank you so much for joining in today, and welcome to Story Time. Please let us know where you're joining in from and who is joining in with you indeed. Thank you for being here. We see already that we have some of our friends already with us. Good morning to you. Owen and Miles, how are you doing today? Thank you so much for joining in Story Time. Appreciations all around for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Miles and Owen, good morning to you, and hope you are having a wonderful time out there in Massachusetts. Thank you for being here with us today. Good morning to you, Tara McNamara. Say happy Valentine's Day from Erin and Clara. Much love to everyone. Yes, indeed, happy Valentine's Day. You know, it snuck up on me. It snuck up on me for sure. I think I kept thinking it's coming, but then somehow forgot yesterday. But we're here. Happy Valentine's to you too. Much love to everybody. You say, well, thank you, and sending that love right back at you. Thank you so much for being here with us on Storytime. Tara McNamara and, of course, Erin and Clara, good morning to you out there in Massachusetts. Good morning to you, Amanda West. How are you doing today? Say happy Valentine's Day to our Storytime friends from Sarah and Nathan out there in cloudy and rainy Illinois. Well, thank you for being here. Thank you for those lovely wishes. And, of course, we wish you a happy Valentine's Day too. Thank you so much for joining in today, and welcome to Storytime. Thank you for being here, Sarah and Nathan, and I hope that you have a wonderful Tuesday today. Thank you for joining in. Good morning to you, Soraya, and of course, Sharon Lungo, right here in Oakland. Good morning to you. How are you doing today? Thank you so much for joining in Storytime. How was Kala Academy? I hope that you had fun. I hope that it was exactly what you wanted it to be. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime. Glad you're here with us. And yes, we do have a wonderful story from John Light Jr. and MIKAI, and this one is called My Mother's Wildest Dreams. And we'll be getting started with that one very, very shortly. And yes, few housekeeping, of course, and just a bit of housekeeping. We know that we're having our special guest on Friday coming through, and that is Latoya Kanso, Dr. Chelsea Johnson, and Dr. Carolyn Choi with their new book, Love Without Bounds. That one is coming up here on Storytime, and they'll be here to talk about the book as well. So please do join us on Friday and enjoy that conversation. And of course, the reading of their brand new book. Of course, we already know here, Intersection Allies, we make room for all. Yes, they brought us that one, and they're back with their second book. Excited indeed for that one. And of course, too, we know that Jack the Library Cat is coming out now. It is May 11th, not March 2nd anymore, but May 11th. And so, yeah, supply chain issues holding back Jack the Library Cat, but coming out a little later than expected. So we're excited for that one. It is still coming. Jack the Library Cat, and of course Marietta will be here too on Storytime, and we'll see if we're rearranging the date for that. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime, and glad to be here with you. And yeah, so we'll be right back after this short break to start our book for today. Thank you so much for joining in. And to those of you that have sent us recommendations, thank you. Appreciate them, and have looked into some. Permissions have come through, so excited about that. And then, of course, for some, still looking in and hoping to get those permissions to read them here on Storytime. Thank you so much for all your recommendations. And yeah, looking forward to introducing them to others on Storytime. Thank you so much for being here. I'll catch you on the other side of this very short break. Thank you so much for being here with us.
Hi, friends. I hope you're enjoying today's story on Storytime with Mr. Lamada. I know I am. My name is Angela Dalton, and I'm the author of picture books, including If You Look Up to the Sky, Show the World, and Ruby's Reunion Day Dinner, all of which you can hear Mr. Lamada read right here on Storytime with Mr. Lamada. I hope you continue to enjoy today's story, and I hope to see you soon. Okay, bye.
Welcome back indeed. Thank you, Angela Darton, of course, creator of many wonderful books, including To Boldly Go, which just came out recently, How Nichelle Nichols and Star Trek helped advance civil rights. And of course, If You Look Up to the Sky and Ruby's Reunion Day Dinner right there. Thank you so much, Angela, for the amazing work. And please keep shining your light. Keep giving us those wonderful books indeed. Thank you so much. Oh, love it, Soraya. Yes, that pretend earthquake is always cool. I love it. Thank you so much for sharing. She loved the whole day. I'm glad you loved it. That's what it's all about. That's what these field trips are about. Fun and learning all together at once. Thank you so much for sharing, and I'm glad that you had a wonderful day at Carl Academy. All right, here we go. My Mother's Wildest Dreams. This one written by John Light Jr. and illustrations by Monica MIKAI. And a big thank you to John Light Jr. for allowing us to read this wonderful book here on Storytime. Are you ready? All right, here we go. Oh, look at that. So I had a bookmark in here and I forgot. And some of you may have seen this one already, but look at that. Guess Storytime started a long time ago. Guess who that is in that picture? Yep. Oh my goodness. Wow. Wow. Our time flies. Our time flies indeed. Yep. That's yours truly right there. Look at me. I love that I found that in here. Yes, here we go. My Mother's Wildest Dreams, written by John Light Jr. and illustrations by Monica MIKAI. Are you ready? All right. And I love to read the dedications in this one too, and many others. Just I think it speaks to me so much. Here we go. Dedication from John Light Jr. says, to all the mothers that usher into the universe the dawn of hope. Thank you for your labor, love, and sacrifice. Oh, absolutely. And then Monica MIKAI says, dedicated to the courageous women in my family who came before me. I am your wildest dream. Oh, yes. So that could be any one of us out there, right? With those dedications. Thank you indeed, John Light Jr. and Monica MIKAI, for speaking our truth. Well, I hope that it is true for everybody else too. I am my mother's wildest dreams. I am my mother's wildest dreams. Aw, I am my mother's wildest dreams. I am the wish Grandma Hannah made as she labored to make her home safe and warm in the old Dominion. I am my mother's wildest dreams. I am the wish Grandma Hannah made as she labored to make her home safe and warm in the old Dominion. Yeah, John Knight Jr. there telling you a little bit about his roots. I am the wish Grandma Hannah made as she labored to make her home safe and warm in the old Dominion. I am Mama Mammy's desire for her children to always find the way back to each other, no matter how long they have been apart. Yes, I am Mama Mammy's desire for her children to always find their way back to each other, no matter how long they've been apart. Yeah. I experience this with my own sisters too, that no matter how far I am, and my family in general, no matter how far I am from them, my love for them remains, and I always try, like get back. And whenever I get back, it's like we kick off right where we left off. Yeah. I am the hope Wua held that one day her children would pull down pillars of hate. Yeah. I am the hope that Wua held that one day her children would pull down pillars of hate. Yes, let's pull them down. I am Mama Lelia's belief that God would always bring the rain for the land and provide for the family. I am Mama Lelia's belief that God would always bring the rain for the land and provide for the family. Yes, indeed. I am the anticipation that filled Grandma Oz's heart when family visited. She always made sure good food was on the table. Sounds like my grandma Salia for sure. I am the anticipation that filled Grandma Oz's heart when family visited. She always made sure good food was on the table. Ah. Who's that in your family that always makes sure that good food is on the table? I am the anticipation that filled Grandma Oz's heart when family visited. She always made sure good food was on the table. Ah. I am the confidence Grandma Ruth possessed in knowing trouble does not last always. No. I am the confidence Grandma Ruth possessed in knowing trouble does not last always. Yeah, no matter what we're going through, trouble does not last always. I am the confidence Grandma Ruth possessed in knowing trouble does not last always. Mm-mm. I am my Grancy's hope that a life of love and grace will forever follow her grandchildren and great grandchildren. I am my Grancy's hope that a life of love and grace will forever follow her grandchildren and great grandchildren. And we hope that for you too. May a life of love and grace follow you forever. I am the answer to many nights of prayer for the strength and ability to bring forth a child. I am the answer to many nights of prayer for the strength and ability to bring forth a child. I am my mama's wildest dream. Ah, I am my mama's wildest dream. I love the illustrations. It feels like MIKAI really captures the essence of this book. I am my mama's wildest dream. Oh, yes, you are. And that is the end of our book today. Oh my goodness, don't you just love that one? Thank you so much for joining in today. Our book was My Mother's Wildest Dreams. This one coming from John Light Jr. and Monica MIKAI. I hope you enjoyed it. And remember, you are your mother's wildest dreams. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime today. Catch me on the other side of the short break when we're back for more Storytime.
Hi, my name is Zetta Elliott, and I am the author of 40 books for kids, including Dragons in a Bag and A Place Inside of Me. You're watching Storytime with Mr. Lamata.
Thank you so much for joining in. Welcome back indeed. And I was just looking at the back cover again and just thinking how, like this book, every time I read it, it just seems to just go further and further into, like my heart. I really love it. And it says here, many ancestors were responsible for bringing us into the world. My Mother's Wildest Dreams honors the mothers responsible for bringing Mr. John Light Jr. here to the earth. Well, thank you, John Light Jr. indeed for sharing this. And yes, it highlights the hopes, dreams, and aspirations every mother has for their children. In life, the seasons and scenery change, but a mother's love never fades. I love that. One more time. Many ancestors were responsible for bringing us into the world. My Mother's Wildest Dreams honors the mothers responsible for bringing Mr. John Light here on earth. And hopefully you're thinking about your own mothers, and we refer to the many, many women in your life, hopefully. It says, it highlights the hopes, dreams, and aspirations every mother has for their children. In life, the seasons and scenery change, but a mother's love never fades. Thank you so much for sharing that, Mr. John Light Jr. And of course, Monica MIKAI for capturing that essence of this book, and for you all for joining us today. And I hope that it made you think of your own amazing people in your life that have really, shaped who you are, and of course, continue to shape who you are. And my own thank yous go indeed to my mom, Daisy. I wouldn't have asked for a better mom, a better friend, and just somebody that I loved so much and will continue to love. And I treasure all the moments that I got to spend with her. And of course, I hope that you all take advantage of the times that we have together and indeed make the memories, enjoy the moments. And it's just those are the dreams that carry us. And I just hope that we can continue to love each other, treasure each other, and give each other grace, because we will make mistakes and that will happen. But how do we move on from there? Do we apologize? And also, how do we forgive others? How do we allow others to process and move from whatever hurt that we may have caused? Thank you so much for joining in Storytime today. A wonderful book, as you can see, My Mother's Wildest Dreams, coming to you from John Light Jr. Thank you. I hope that today you take a moment to reflect at all the amazing women in your life, the amazing mothers in your life. I will certainly be doing that today. Of course, two come to mind, my mom and of course my grandma, Salia. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime today. Absolutely appreciate you. But you know what? You are amazing, and you are the stuff made of stars. And that's what we'll be reading tomorrow. So please do join us. This one coming to us from Marion Dane Bauer and illustrations by Akua Holmes. So do join us for this one tomorrow. It is a beautiful one indeed. Beautiful poem. I cannot wait to share this one with you. Or indeed, if you do have a copy at home or from the library, please bring it along so we can read together. Read along as we read here on Storytime. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime. Absolutely appreciate you. And I hope to see you again tomorrow for more Storytime. This has been Storytime for today. This has been Storytime for this wonderful Tuesday morning. Thank you so much for being here. And of course, Christine, Costa, Owen, and Miles, thank you so much for joining us out there in Massachusetts. Hopefully not too cold. You said it'll be warm. I think warm weather for the next few days. So I hope that you enjoy that. And happy Tuesday. Happy Valentine's to you today, Erin and Clara, and of course, Tara. Thank you for joining us out there in Massachusetts as well. And you say much love to everyone here. Well, much love to you too. Thank you so much for joining us on Storytime. Happy Valentine's Day to you too, Sarah and Nathan. Thank you for joining in out there in cloudy and rainy Illinois. Thank you so much for joining in. And of course, Amanda West, love to you. Thank you so much for joining us on Storytime. Soraya, great. Good to know that you got to have a wonderful time out there at the Kala Academy of Sciences. Well, thank you so much for joining in today. And I hope that, those memories live with you forever. And of course, hopefully you go back soon. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime. Thank you, everybody. I will see you again tomorrow when we're back with another exciting book. And this one is called The Stuff of Stars. This one is written by Marian Dane Bauer and illustrations by Akua Holmes. Thank you so much for being here. This has been Storytime for today. I will see you again tomorrow. Much love, everybody. Oh, remember too that we do have guests that will be coming to Storytime. How am I forgetting? Yes, on Friday. Do join us. We do have the amazing trio, Dr. Latoya Cancel, Dr. Caroline Choi, and of course, Dr. Chelsea Johnson, who will be joining us here to talk about their new book and of course, read their new book with us. Thank you so much for joining in. And of course, looking forward to this great conversation and great reading on Friday. Thank you for being here. Much love. And I'll see you again tomorrow for more story time. Bye.
Story time with Mr. Lamada. He will be starting soon. Oh, story time with Mr. Lamada, where all your dreams come true. Oh, he brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't leave lonely, won't you start all the reading? I just can't wait to be hearing story time with Mr. Lamada. He will be starting soon. Oh, story time with Mr. Lamada, where all your dreams come true. Oh, he brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't leave lonely, won't you start all the reading? I just can't wait to be hearing. He will be starting soon. Oh, story time with Mr. Lamada, where all your dreams come true. Oh, he brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't leave lonely, won't you start all the reading? We just can't wait to be hearing. Brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't leave lonely, won't you start all the reading? We just can't wait to be